Hi guys, it's Jackie of Gem and I'm here to talk to you guys about my BTS experience. I'm going to start out by starting off with getting tickets. Okay, so getting a ticket. That's your first step of going to the BTS concert. What happened was me and my best friend Lily, who you've seen probably in the vlog, we were here together. We had our laptops, we had our cell phones, and we were ready. We were waiting hours for the BTS Chicago concert. And we kept on searching and searching for both of us could get tickets together. Nothing. We waited an hour and it was still nothing. So then we decided afterwards to try for the Oakland concert, which is the one in California. And we're like, we could just trade tickets then. You know, trade equal and equal. So that's what we ended up doing, and we kept on getting no luck getting tickets for two. So we're like, okay, let's just search individually for tickets, and that's what we ended up doing. And that's how I got my ticket for Oakland. I got GA for Oakland, and I was like, you know what, I'm purchasing it. I'm not going to get another chance probably to get a GA ticket to trade. And so there it was. I got it through Ticketmaster. That's where my original ticket was from, and Ticketmaster didn't give me an option of online or print at home, so it had to be online. So that was better for me either way. So that way, when transferring, I could just easily transfer it to the other person's Ticketmaster account, and that's actually what ended up happening. I went on Twitter, and I ended up putting out like a post about it, like willing to trade for a Chicago ticket and all this, and I got somebody who was willing to trade with me, and originally I wanted October 3rd concert day, but you know what, I was like, she was the first person to reach out to me. I was gonna honor it, so I traded with this girl on Twitter. And we traded information, and you need to ask questions when you're trading so that way you know you're not getting scammed. You have to ask for timestamps, you have to ask for screenshots of things, you have to ask for all the information that you can without getting too personal, so that way you know you can trust this person enough to trade tickets with and not get scammed essentially. The girl I traded with, she was honestly the best person I could trade with because everything worked out for us in the end. She lived an hour away from Oakland, but she got a ticket to Chicago, doing the same thing essentially what I was doing, and I live an hour from Chicago, and I got a ticket to Oakland so we could trade. So our trade went through. She had, we agreed that since she had the physical copy of the ticket, that I wouldn't exchange my ticket first until she was actually at the post office. She sent me a picture of her at the post office and actually sending the ticket, and that's when I forwarded my ticket to her. Communication is really key when you're trading tickets. Don't leave the other person out of the loop. Don't try to keep information or anything like that, or else it's just going to end up really badly and you guys are going to be hating each other, and a lot of things could happen, so don't try to do that. And after that, we just kept on exchanging things back and forth, making sure we each got information for each other's concerts, because I would get information from Oakland, but she would get information from Chicago essentially. And so that's how we kept in touch. We would forward each other things through email when we get something from each other. We both also ended up winning soundcheck, so it's like fate was on our side. Somebody was on our side, and we both got soundcheck for each of our tickets. And for soundcheck, what had to happen was you had to trade more personal information. And again, communication is key. You have to be really trusting that this person won't use your information for anything else besides this concert, and you have to just have a lot of trust in the other person. And I'll talk more about that when I get to actually sound check. Next is obtaining an army bomb. So, I got my army bomb ahead of the concert. Mostly because I did, of course, have GA, and I didn't want to stand in line for the merch and worry about merch and GA and my spots in both lines at the same time. So, I got my army bomb ahead of time through the Big Hit website. It was actually, I think it came in about a week, so it was really, I ordered it the September 17th, I remember, because it was my birthday. So I ordered it then, and it came the following Monday or Tuesday. So I was able to get it before the concert, and shipping was free actually. And yeah, I got my army bomb ahead because I didn't want to worry about like merch line, because the merch line was crazy. I'll tell you more about that, which is how I also got this shirt. So yeah, it was a good thing for me to get this, since it was something I could stress about later. Put behind me. I didn't have to stress about getting this, so there was that. And as I said, like, lines were crazy that day. It was insane how many people were there for merch and GA. When I first arrived, I was in the merch line. I had no idea there was 2 lines to begin with, so I was like yelling for my friend, like, where are you? And she's like, I'm right in line. I'm like, I'm in this line too. I can't find you. I was in the wrong line. So, and they started calling out numbers. And numbers meaning the unofficial numbers that the other armies were giving out. Now, this is my unofficial wristband that I got. I was number 458. Now, how this was organized. I believe this was the most organized I've seen a concert. But then again, I've only been to 2 now. So, there's that. But this was really a good idea, since it allowed people to step out of line to use the bathroom, get food, do what they need to do, and then come back to it in an organized manner. And everybody was basically in a total agreement around us that this was a great way to keep organized. Of course, not everybody agreed. Like, there was this one mom who was yelling at this one girl in front of us, and this one girl wasn't even in charge of anything. She was just yelling at her, saying how the mom was just yelling at her, saying, like, I've been talking to security. I'm like the official organizer of this. It's like, no, you're not, because you just got here. And the girl she was yelling at wasn't even in charge. She was just yelling out numbers to help the line go quicker. And the yelling out of numbers was to make sure there are people in the line that were supposed to be there. Because people would save these. Like, my friend saved mine. But I was there, like, not too long after she saved my wristband. So there were people there who would get their line and just leave. They would go back to their, like, hotel or something. And I guess it was a way for them to come back at a later time. But this was to help prevent cutting also. Because there are a lot of people who, if you didn't have this, it essentially meant that you were cutting the line, basically. And that's what the moms, girls were trying to do, I guess. They were, I guess, sick of seeing people leave the line and then come back in, and they thought they were cutting. But it's not cutting. If we're all in agreement that we decided to honor this. So, in line, just have good communication with the people around you, saying, like, hey, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do this, I'll be right back. And this was a really smart way to do it. Like, I don't care who anybody else said, but this, I agreed with doing this. This was smart. This was smart. It prevented cutting. It allowed people to not be afraid to step out of line if they needed to use the bathroom, especially for those who've been camping out for 4 days. And that's something else I want to touch on. Camping out in Chicago. Sketchy. I know BTS is our favorite group. That's essentially why we're camping out. But at the same time, I wouldn't risk my life camping out for BTS. Just want to put that out there. I would not risk my life doing this. Like, I was there the day of the concert, and I was there at like 6 a.m. because I was getting like my friends coffee and donuts and stuff like that, who were in line waiting for me. But camping out, it is your own choice. Do it at your own risk. But go in groups. Try to stay as safe as you can. Go in groups. If you're not in a group and you're there by yourself, make friends with the other people camping out so they could you have somebody watching out for you, essentially, if there is any danger in the area. It was pretty safe. In Chicago, there were police officers driving around constantly. They were blasting BTS music too. But still, and that did help put my mind at ease, knowing there were police officers around. There were our parents there to accompany their children too at the concert. So there was some safety, and there was security from United Center in general. But at the same time, make friends that will look out for you during concert time, because they're probably going to be the closest to you and the quickest to get to you. And if you have multiple people around you, then you're safe in numbers. That's the key to this. Don't camp out alone. If you're camping out alone, tell somebody where you are. Be in communication with security. That's key also. Be in good communications with security and the venue, so that way there is some protection for you if there's any danger. After that, it was just a waiting game. You just wait there. You just sit there, play games, have battery packs. Portable chargers are your friend in this too. You have nowhere to charge your phone. You're outside. You're not on the property. You need a source to charge your phone. So buy multiple portable chargers if you're camping out, or even if you're just like getting there really early. You're gonna be bored, so you're gonna use your phone. So buy portable chargers. After that, we just there were about a bunch of random times where they would line us up in numbers and tell us to lock arms, and that was just to make sure there was nobody in line cutting. So I appreciated that, but it was just a lot of sitting down, getting up, trying to get all your things and moving together. And be cooperative, please. Be cooperative. There are a lot of people in the back of the line who were not being cooperative and moving back when we needed them to move back. And then we would get yelled at saying, like, we need to move back, but we can't go anywhere if the back of the line is not moving. Be cooperative. Armies are there. They've been there, probably been there longer. They're stressed too. We're all stressed. They're probably hungry. They're probably thirsty. They're probably everything. Be nice to each other, and because you guys are each other's best friends at this point. You need to be each other's friends, because we're all there for one reason: see BTS up close. Now, I had friends who were also waiting in merch line at the same time, who were in GA. Now, how that was given out, I wasn't in merch, so I only have an idea of how merchandise line was. What they did was they would write a number on their hands to help keep track of who's who in line. So that's how they kept track. And that was, I think, the actual company writing numbers on their hands, not anybody organizing it. And if you have a friend who doesn't have GA and is in merchandise line, talk to your friend. I got this shirt through my friend. Like, I just wanted a shirt. That's all I wanted. Something to remember the concert by, like something I can wear. So talk to your friend if she could get you merch, but be aware that there is a limit on how many things you can purchase too. And get there early for merch also. Merch is open to everyone. not just GA. It was so long. Merchandise line was longer than GA because it, like I said, it's open to everyone. So there were people camping out for that as well. So just be aware that just because you're seated doesn't mean you don't have to wait in line for anything. You have to wait in line for merchandise. So get there early, because I heard like merchandise was starting to sell out within like 20 minutes because of how many people were there and buying so much merch. So get there early for that as well. After we were lined up, we started moving forward because now it is 10 a.m. They were handing out wristbands. We're all on the move now. So we all had to gather up all our things that we used to camp out and stuff. And so security was going around like, make sure you're in line, have your number, have your wristband. We were showing our wristbands. They're like, not those. Like, okay, not these, but everybody has an idea of where we should stand and what order. So there's no cutting. Now this is the wristband that I got for GA. It says BTS World Tour Love. I was number 453 for this one. So as you can see, 458, 453, kind of, it gave you an idea of what number you will be when you actually get your wristband. They put it on me on my left hand, and after that I was like, where do I go for sound check? And they're like, you go to that desk right there with the ladies. And for that, I had to show them my ticket, a copy of the person I traded with ID because it's under her name, not my name. So I had to show her a copy of her ID and proof of the purchase. So that's 3 things you have to show to get into soundcheck if you're not the original purchaser. And this is the soundcheck wristband. I was number 98 for soundcheck. So even though I was like 400 and something for GA soundcheck, I was almost 100. I was 98. So not a bad number, because they do say it's 500 people for soundcheck because it's GA and P1 in soundcheck. So not a bad number. Top 100 right here. So make sure you have all 3 if you're not the original purchaser of your ticket. Copy of your ID, copy of purchase, and the ticket. So after that, you're free to do what you want until 4 o'clock. They told us to line up again for GA. After that, I went to the LG Studios. Now, the LG Studios, I was stupid. I didn't know you had to go into the studio before you drew from the cards, from the little ball pits that they have. So I missed the opportunity to take pictures with their cutouts. But nonetheless, it was still a great time there. There was people dancing, there were places you could take photos, could take your studio photo. I took mine with JK, looked, as you can see. They handed me this before I walked in. Also, I learned there was no express line. I took the quiz that quiz that they sent out before the concert started, so you could go and take these photos. My sister took it too, but she took it when I thought she was going to a concert, but we didn't get her a ticket, so that's how I ended up going alone with my friend. I didn't win it for the Chicago concert. She did. She forwarded it to me. I was able to use that code so I could enter. And again, if you're using somebody else's code, have a copy of their ID, because they are going to ask for an ID right then and there. But there is no express line for these photos. It's either you win it there or you have the code. You can't just walk up there. I'm sure there were people who did, but you had to have won it to take a picture. You couldn't just walk up. That was something that I had to learn while I was walking around, not knowing anything. So just be aware that and if you can't win it, you could do multiple times. I saw a lot of people going back in line for the LG thing so they could win this photos. So just keep trying and trying. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I was afraid to ask questions. That's how I missed out on the studio part, all the animations and everything, and I'm full of regrets for that. Sad times. Cries. But at the end of the day, I still get this picture. I still get this. Happy times. After that, I still had some time to kill, so I did go out to eat. That's another thing. Eat and drink plenty of water. GA is hot because there's so many bodies around you. So you need to keep hydrated of water. Have something in your system, like sugar or something in your system to keep you going. Even if it's just like some candy bars, it's something. Have something to eat. Have something to drink, most importantly. Drink water. Stay hydrated. You're probably going to be afraid, like during the concert, oh no, I have to go to the bathroom, but I don't want to lose my spot. Just go before the concert. There are bathrooms everywhere. There are bathrooms outside, there are bathrooms inside the venue. Just use the bathroom before the concert and you should be fine. But drink water. Like I said earlier, BTS is not worth your health. Take that with how you want. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I saw a girl faint right in front of me. And at the end, she had to be carried away and she was watching the concert from farther back. So it's just easier to just drink water, stay healthy during the concert so that way you don't have to be wheeled out of there in a wheelchair and watch the concert from farther back away. Just drink the water. Just drink water. I'm sure you can hold it in for 2.5 hours. And if you can't, then just go to a restroom and just risk losing your spot. But at the end of the day, like I said, now your health is over BTS. Hate me if you want because I said that, but it's true. I wouldn't risk my health for a concert either way. Wouldn't risk my health, my safety, anything. It's not worth it. After this, I came back for sound check. We started lining up for sound check, I believe, around 3 o'clock. But sound check wasn't until 4:30. So we were standing there for about an hour and a half, and we had to line up straight after this for GA. Now sound check, they line you up by numbers as well. You're just you wait, you go in. When you go in, they if you have a bag, you have to be searched. You have to make sure you have like no metal objects on you when you go through the metal detectors. And the girl in front of me had a backpack. Like, you hold up the line, girl. You held up the line because you had a big ass backpack. Don't bring a big backpack. If you're gonna bring a backpack because you were camping out, leave it with a friend. Leave it at the hotel because it's gonna cause problems and it's gonna delay the process of you going through the metal detectors. Okay, you go through the metal detectors. After that, they told us no running, but I ran a little bit. Me and my friend were able to get barricade at sound check, and they tell everybody there, don't record. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You'll get kicked out so quickly. Like there was a girl, they said like we just kicked the girl out because she took out her phone. Don't do it. Don't take it out for any reason. When you're through the metal detectors, just put your phone away. Enjoy sound check. It is honestly, sound check beats the concert. It honestly did. What they did is they played 3 songs. They played Mic Drop. They played Airplane Part 2, and they played Anpanman. That's what they played from our sound check. Every sound check is different, but they played 3 songs. And Jimin waved at me. I kid you not. I was the only one right there. I was on the catwalk, and everybody was at the extended stage. So there were only like a few of us at barricade at the catwalk. So I knew he waved at me because I was the only one right there. And RM did his little dance in front of us. Jin was in front of us. Tae tries to make eye contact with everybody, but soundcheck, 10/10, recommend. If you win it, you're blessed, because it honestly is one of the greatest things to see. Like, it doesn't get more personal. It's like a personal mini concert, and you're closer than I was closer then than I was at the actual concert, and it was honestly one of the greatest experiences ever. Like, I wanted to cry because of how good they looked. And let me tell you, they looked really good in person. Like, this was my first BTS concert ever. My second concert ever. And to get all these perks, it was amazing. And let me tell you also, everybody says Jin is worldwide handsome. We're like, yes, Jin's worldwide handsome. No, he is. He deserves that title of worldwide handsome. I'm a Jungkook stan, as you can see. But Jin, honey, who gave you the right to be that handsome? And Jimin, you waved at me, buddy. You waved at me, baby. I love you. Hobie was feeling himself during the concert. Like, he was like, RM did a little dance. He's so cute. Tae is the cutest. Jungkook, he looked so good too. Suga was all chill. Like, it was a good time. It felt like it was great. There's no words to describe how I felt during soundcheck, and it will be honestly greater than the concert. At least in my opinion and in my friend's opinion. I could have been happy with soundcheck and I could have gone home, but of course I didn't. It was honestly, that was the highlight of the concert, soundcheck. I loved it. So after soundcheck, we go back out. I had to go immediately back into line, and you have to line up by your numbers of your wristband as well. And make sure if your wristband is like down here, the number on your wrist, move it up to the top of your hand, because it's easier for them to see it that way, because they're gonna check your number. They opened the doors, I think, around 5:30, and so we were standing there for a good like 2 hours still before the actual concerts happened. And as we were walking in, you get some things. I got another wristband. Why? I think it just shows that you were in the concert, I guess, for GA. Don't really know what it was for. And then you get the sign, and then you get a QR code. And like I said, save these, use them for discounts, use them on the Big Hit Shop, save them up. Everything could be collected cumulatively at the end. To, if you want, you could get discounts off of your albums, DVDs. You know, the fourth Monster's coming out. Save some money. Save these. I actually ended up picking up 2 because I thought I dropped mine, but it was in my pocket the whole time, so I have 2 of these. And this was the banner that we had for day 1 of the concert. You hold it up during when it said Army time, which was towards the end of the concert during the encore. So the first song in the encore before BTS comes out, you hold these up. So throughout the whole concert, you have to keep a hold on these. That's why mine's all bended, because I bent it and put it in my pocket. So that way I could like have my phone in one hand and my army bomb in the other, and didn't have to worry about the banner. So that's why mine's all bended. But yeah, this was cute. I can't read it. It probably says it's okay if you fall, Army. It's okay if you fall. Army will always be by Bangtan's side. I think that's what it says, because it has a translation right here on the back. So there's that. During the concert, I was blessed. I was baptized by J-Hope twice. I was in that area where he sprayed the water in. So, blessed be. Oh, and I broke my army bomb because I dropped it twice on the concrete outside while waiting in line. So, yeah, don't recommend breaking your army bomb. Chat, I'm still sad. I'm gonna see if I can email Big Hit about it. See if I can, like, get a new one because I want a working one. So, yeah, you can see, like, the little scratches on here, too. But I MacGyvered it to work during the concert. I took the unofficial wristband, I bented it, I, like, rolled it up, and I shoved it in here. And it helped, like, keep it lit. I don't know, it, like, pressed the batteries in. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you how I MacGyvered it. Because I know the batteries. Like, the batteries work. Because I replaced them the day before. But there's something in here that got knocked out of place or something. And I was able to, like, see, if you push it in hard enough, it lights up. That's when it lit up. So I was, by putting this in there, it was able to push it up and keep it lit. But it's something in the little connector, like switching motion, that broke because it's looser than others when I was, like, testing it out with my friend, trying to fix it. And make sure you set up your army bomb before the concert, because I remember I was trying to set it up every time I kept on taking out the batteries and everything, and I ended up connecting, like, 3 other people's army bombs to my phone. So, sorry if you're connecting your army bomb and I was messing with it. Sorry. But you can easily, like, go into your phone and click forget this device and everything, so. But yeah, connect it to your seat. For GA, it gave you an option for GA, all across. That's what you have to click. So, and just follow your ticket information. It should tell you on the top right here, section, row, and seat. That's what you use, section, row, and seat. So mine, of course, GA. If you had, like, 101, just put 101, seat 19, row 2 or something like that. I don't know. Just calibrate it before the concert. It'll save you. That way you don't have to worry about it throughout the concert. It'll be set to all throughout the concert. And if you accidentally, like, press this, like, little clicking button during the concert, it won't affect the Bluetooth in here because it's already connected. So don't worry about if you accidentally press this. It won't, like, mess with it or anything. It's just automatically synced to Big Hit's Bluetooth for the army bombs. So don't worry about that. During the concert, if you're GA, stand your ground. Don't be afraid to push through people, but don't be mean either, because throughout the whole concert, I ended up having people move in front of me. I'm just like, how? I'm not made for GA, honestly. Like, I was too nice about it. I'm like, okay, it's just one person. One person ended up to 2, 3, 4, 5. I ended up 6 people behind, when originally I was, like, 3 people behind barricade. So try not to let anybody push through you. It first started out when the girl fainted in front of me before the concert started, and everybody was rushing to get into her spot. And so one person in a red backpack, I remember specifically it was a red backpack, was right in front of me, cutting between me and my friend, because I was, like, watching over my friend since she was sitting down, because she had heels on because she's shorter than me. And so I'm like, okay, it's just one person, it's whatever, I'll probably get in front of her during the concert. No. I ended up farther back, which honestly was, like, a blessing in itself also, because I was able to see the main stage better. Let me tell you where I was. I was closer to the right side of the extended stage. That's where I was. And if you don't care for the extended stage, go for the main stage, since there was like, you could easily get barricade there since nobody really wanted to be there for some reason. I thought everybody would want to be there in the catwalk, but no, everybody wanted to be on the extended stage, which is what I wanted, closer to. But it's whatever. But go to the main stage if you care for the bigger dances. Like, all their solo stages were there basically. Except for some of them, like RM or J-Hope's. They would start on the main stage and then they would get closer to the extended stage and walk. So it's all about preference at that point. I wanted a view of their fronts the whole time. That's why I wanted extended. But go for main if you want to see like the bigger stages, like their solos. Although Mic Drop was on the extended stage. Of course, it's all preference, but I was on the right on the extended stage, and that is where J-Hope mostly was. So I got a lot of J-Hope. A lot of J-Hope love. J-Hope's creeping into my bias list. So I got baptized twice by him. Once during Run. The other time, I believe it was during Dope. I believe it was Dope. I'll correct myself if it wasn't. And honestly, that was been my dream since I've been into Bangtan and been wanting to go to their concerts, is to be baptized by J-Hope. And I got that twice. So it's great. I love them. I don't know if J-Hope stays on the right side most of the time, so if you want to be by him, I guess go on the right. Of course, I'm not sure about that either. But that's where he was during Chicago mostly. And we had setlist C for the Chicago concert. So we got Dope, Boy in Love, Fire. That was our like medley portion. Day 2 got like Bapse, which is what I wanted. I should have gone to day 2. I should have. I wanted day 2. But day 1 was for soft stands. Day 2 was for hard stands. That's something I saw on the Chicago Facebook page, and I'm like, completely agree. I got Fluffy Bangtan, which is not bad. I love Fluffy Bangtan. It makes my heart soft. I was a mess during the concert. I was like crying. I was hype. I was jumping. It was great. But main key and to surviving it, stand your ground too. Like throughout the whole concert, I had people on my back, and I would get frustrated even, and I would have to push back. Like, quit getting on me. Like, don't touch me. I don't want to feel you. Don't touch me. And I'm sorry if I hit anybody with my phone or my army bomb, but like, it's gonna happen. I got hit too. It's bound to happen. Like, just accept it. But I did not like that the girl behind me was all up on me, because I would make sure there was a little bit of distance between the person in front of me and me. I didn't want to, like, we're all in each other's personal spaces, so I can't say I don't want to be in their personal space bubble, like, but at the same time, I don't want to be touching them that much. I didn't want to be like, basically like grinding on them throughout the concert, which is what the girl behind me was basically doing. And I'm like, get off me. You're basically on me, jumping on me. Like, no, do not touch me. And I should have had that mindset before the concert. Like, I needed to be pushed to the front. Because as my friend was getting closer, I was getting farther away. But at the same time, I was able to see some of the main stage. If I lifted my phone high enough, I was able to capture some of the main stage on my phone while I was recording. Whereas my friend, since she got close to the barricade, she wasn't able to. So it's like bittersweet that I was a little bit farther away from barricade. So if you want shots of the main stage and you want shots of the extended stage, go a little bit farther away from barricades so that way you could see the main stage. And you're gonna come across, especially during like when we held these up, you're not gonna have the best view though if you're farther away, because of course these are in the way covering everything. Especially if you're recording, like this is gonna disrupt your recording too. Like I had to hold my arm up so high. My arms were so sore for the rest of the week, but it was all worth it. I got majority of people of the recordings I wanted, majority of the songs I wanted, and I had to delete a lot of things off my phone because I ran out of memory. But all in good times, all good. Also, I wanted to record for the vlog a lot, so I felt like I enjoyed the concert, but not as much as I would have had I just put down my phone. So, ask for other people for videos, because I'm sure they would record their favorite videos, their favorite songs and stuff, or they wouldn't record their favorite songs because they wanted to enjoy it. So, just check out videos online too, because they're probably better quality than mine will be in my vlog. My friend Lily got like high quality pics. I'm just like high quality, and I'm like, how we got basically the same phone and my quality is not that great. But honestly, just like enjoy the concert as a whole. Drink water. That's my main message for GA people. Drink water. Don't be afraid to eat just because you don't want to use the bathroom. But not worth your health. Not worth it. Also, only RM could turn his visit to an aquarium to a live lesson. I just felt like at the end of it should have been like, this was RM and welcome to my TED Talk, because he was that inspirational. This concert was one of the biggest and best experiences of my life. Like I don't think any concert could ever top this. Ever, even if they try. Like I could get GA for other concerts, but to get all the things I got soundcheck. I was able to get the photo booth. Like Jimin waved at me. That's something I'm still not over. That's embedded in my mind. That's seeing them so up close. Like every time I think about it, it makes me happy. It makes me feel giddy inside to know that I was able to see one of my favorite groups in person. Just enjoy the concert. That's basically what you can do. Enjoy the concert. Love Bangtan. Don't try to cause drama with other armies. It's not like, at the end of the day, you probably won't ever see them again. You're just there. You're there for a concert. You're there for your experience at the concert, to enjoy the good music, have fun with your friends if you're going with friends. I didn't have any problems with armies at all, besides just them being in front of me during the concert, cutting in front of me, and that army mom yelling at that person, but that wasn't really towards me. But like, if you're scared to go to a BTS concert because you hear all these horror stories about armies being horrible and everything, armies aren't really that bad. We're not bad people. And I say we because I am an army, and I like to think I'm a good person. And if you were, let's say if you were, I don't know, shorter than me and you were NGA, I would put you in front of me. That's what I did to my friend essentially too. Like, she was shorter than me, and even though she was in heels, and I put her in front of me. I had another friend who was in a different area of GA, and she was behind two tall people, and they put her in front of her. Like, people are kind when they want to be. And I know Army has a bad rep, but don't let it ruin BTS for you. Ignore the haters, but also don't cause trouble. Like, we're all there. We all love K-pop. We all love music. Don't Don't ruin it for other people. Just like enjoy it. Love yourself, basically. Love yourself, love others. Love ARMYs. Love BTS. And like I said, BTS is not worth your health. It's not worth your safety. So stay safe if you're camping out. Stay healthy. Drink plenty of water. And save money starting now because BTS says they keep on dropping hits about coming back next year, and so start saving your money. I know I am. I'm going to open like a different account so I can start saving money so I can attend both concert dates next year if I can. It was the experience of seeing your favorite group live. It can't be put into words easily to know. To see them live, see their message put directly to me, to see their message, like, to see them promote something as great as loving yourself when it's so hard to love yourself. Like, that's a struggle a lot of people face, including myself. To see them promote it live, to hear their voices, to see them up close, it's not something you can replicate again. Like, I could have GA again next year, and it wouldn't be the same experience as it was this year because each one is different, and I'm grateful to be able to have gotten everything I gotten with my friend as well. Like, I was able to experience everything with my friend, and just love yourself. Love yourself, love Bangtan, love ARMYs even. Enjoy the concerts, especially since this will probably be out for some of the European concerts. Like, just enjoy yourself there. If you're camping out, be with friends. Look out for yourself. Look out for others. Stay healthy. What I want you to take away from me talking about my experience is a certain amount of things. 1, if you're camping out, stay safe. Make friends with other people camping out. 2, stay hydrated. Don't want you fainting on us during the concert now. 2 people fainted during the concert. You don't want to miss the concert because you fainted and you were stupid enough not to drink water. Drink water. Drink plenty of water. 3, eat something. 2, even if it's just a chocolate bar. Eat something that gives you some sort of sugar, some sort of substance in your stomach. Preferably actually food, not just a candy bar. Eat something. Like, stay healthy, too. Also, stay healthy. Bangtan is not worth it. They wouldn't want you sick. They wouldn't want you risking yourself for them. That's not what they're about. Like, yes, is it great to see them in person? Is it great to see them in concert? Yes. But they wouldn't want you to risk yourself for them. Of course, I say that as if I know them, but we all know how they are. They're all concerned about us, and they love us. They want us to love them for a long time, and we can't do that if we're risking ourselves out there for them. So just stay safe. Just make sure you're safe, make sure you're healthy, make sure you're hydrated. Stay safe during the concert. And that's it. Just love the concert. Enjoy your time there. Enjoy your time at the concert. It's going to be great. Especially, they're just great people. Just enjoy the concert. I love it. Remember to keep these too. Keep these. Get discounts. Try them for multiple times for this. Try it. It's really fun. I filmed a clip of this, and I think it should be in my vlog too, so check that out. Alright guys, that was my BTS concert experience. If you like our channel, make sure you guys subscribe to us, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. So, thanks for watching. Bye!